Hey everybody, I wanted to make a quick video about Nancy Drew, the case of the missing clue. So 2 years ago, Her Interactive filed an application to trademark the case of the missing clue. So this was March 2023. It was Her Interactive filing for the trademark, and it's a Class 9 trademark for downloadable video and computer game programs. I don't know about you, but it sounds like that was going to be the title of the next game in the Nancy Drew series. The Case of the Missing Clue. That could be Nancy Drew number 35. I am surprised they didn't call it Nancy Drew, The Case of the Missing Clue. No, they just asked for The Case of the Missing Clue as the trademark. Oh, by the way, this is coming to us from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. So you can look this all up online. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out yourself. So, Her Interactive applied for this trademark, The Case of the Missing Clue, 2 years ago. What happened? Well, a year later, they got the allowance. They got a Notice of Allowance, which is right here. But it did come with a bunch of legal stuff. I'm not a lawyer. I can't actually translate this into English. But I think it says that you've got a 6-month deadline. 6-month deadline to either start using the trademark or just file an extension. And it looks like that's what happened based on the timeline. So they were told, hey, you should file an extension. And they filed an extension last October. It was filed. It was granted. And it's been a month. Not a month. It's been a year since then. And it's dead. And it's dead now. So date abandoned October 15th, 2025. That's yesterday. So I guess it was only a 1-year extension. Now the trademark application is dead / application refused, dismissed, or invalidated by the office, and the application is no longer active because no statement of use or extension request timely filed after Notice of Allowance was issued. So what does this mean? Well, it means that Her Interactive is not going to get a trademark on The Case of the Missing Clue. So why did they let it lapse? Why did they not file an extension? Well, I mean, we can only speculate. We don't know for sure that this was going to be the next game in the Nancy Drew series, but maybe they changed their minds and decided, hey, we're going in a completely different direction. We're going to have a completely different game. Maybe they decided to change the name of the game, because The Case of the Missing Clue is kind of a generic title for a game. Or maybe they decided, you know what, it's going to be at least like 3 years before we can make the game. Let's not bother like filing extensions over and over and over again. Let's try again when we get closer to. Maybe that's what happened? You can leave a comment if you have any ideas on what this means. It definitely does sound like that was going to be the name of the Nancy Drew game, though, right? Right? Come on! I'm not crazy for thinking that. I am not. You can go through the other documents online if you want. Here's a drawing they submitted along with the initial application, which is not really a drawing, it's just plain text, really. And then here's their actual application, downloadable video, computer game programs, bunch of redacted information, and it's Her Interactive, and it's The Case of the Missing Clue. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. I'll be interested in seeing what the comments on this video are, because I'm not sure what this means. I mean, my guess is that they thought this was going to be the name of the next Nancy Drew game, but they've decided to change the name of the game, and hopefully they're still working on the game, right? Just because their trademark application is dead, that doesn't mean the people from the trademark office showed up at Her Interactive headquarters and threw all their computers in the trash. No. Like, they could still be working on the game. They would just probably call it something else, I think. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't quite understand all this stuff.